Hello everyone, this is Jon Nelms coming to you from our Final Frontiers office. Last night they had the State of the Union and we were making some videos for some churches this morning. So I thought I would just make one to send out to all of you. Nobody's special in this office except for you, because without you we don't have an office to even work out of, and we certainly don't have preachers to support. But I want to take just a minute and share with you the results that we've received, statistical results of what the men have accomplished. These preachers that we support, that you support through our ministry, our network now has 28,000 in it. Of course, they're not all supported, but we have around 1,500 directors in that group. They are supported, and they compile these statistics for us. They get reports that are sent out to the sponsors. This is what we've compiled for the year 2019. Fasten your seatbelt. There were 34,251 churches started. Just last year, there were over 105,000 villages that were evangelized. So we have statistically throughout the decades had an average of about 3 villages evangelized for every 1 church that gets started. So what you see is that we're not always successful, but we keep going and going and going, and those numbers add up. We had 413,607 converts baptized. Over 400,000, and the number of professions of faith for last year, 1,210,670. Is that not incredible? Now I know when you throw out big numbers like this, especially for people like me, it's hard to grasp them, understand what it is you're actually saying. So in my wisdom, I broke all this down for you. So this is what it means. Imagine the year 2019 with a big clock ticking off every second of the year. This is what happened. Every 1.3 minutes, a convert was baptized. Every 5 minutes, one of our preachers went into a village to evangelize there, to do street preaching. Every 15.3 minutes, a new house church was started. Throughout the entire year, every 15.3 minutes, a new church was started. Our churches average about 30 newly saved and baptized adult believers per church. Now, the important thing, every 30 seconds last year, someone was accepting Christ as their Savior through our ministry. Isn't that incredible? So when you talk about the state of our ministry, well, we're still in the same building, doing the same work, relying on the same sponsors to help us and picking up a few new ones here and there. But it's these national preachers out getting the job done. We've always gotten support from families, from churches and so forth. But in the last year or so, we've started to have businesses support us. And they're really able to do a lot more. We have businesses that will support 8 or 10 preachers, or as is the case now, businesses that will fund an entire feeding center. That's incredible. So if you're interested in doing something like that with your business, or just to support a preacher, help a kid, let us know. We now have our Great Commission Fund established, up and running. That's where you no longer support a preacher, one family to one preacher, but you just give to the Great Commission Fund, and from it we support multiple preachers. Now, I just sent out last week our first Great Commission Fund Preachers Report. And if you support a preacher directly or through the fund or whatever, you got it. And it's a testimony of a preacher that's funded through our Great Commission Fund. It gives his testimony. He talks about when he was a Hindu priest and the different gods he worshiped. So we put in there pictures of those gods and a little bit of paragraph about them, what they supposedly do and don't do, and how they came about and so forth. He mentioned cow urine is something they drink as part of their worship. And so I put in a picture of what we call a holy cow in India. It's a picture either me or my wife just took last month while we were in India together. This report is to help you understand all the preachers around the world, what they're dealing with, what their life is like, so that you can pray better for them. So you know what? If you're a kid and all you got is an allowance, or you're picking up bottles, or you're a teenager and you can give $5 a month, well, in the past we'd say, sorry, we can't help a preacher with $5. Now we can. We'll take your $5 and somebody else's $5 and somebody else's $50, and from that we'll support scores and scores of preachers, and we'll watch that number of men out there planting churches grow. So I want you to know your giving to us is not in vain. We're doing as best as we can with it and look for ways that we can improve. So thank you very much, and we hope that God will bless you in this coming year. When you just have millions left over that you don't know what to do with, we hope you'll remember us as well as the other folks out there. God bless you. Bye-bye.